Welcome everybody to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili, and on today's video, I'm going to talk about this hip-hop album. This was suggested and given to me to listen to and review. He wanted to know what my thoughts were on this, and this is, within the last 5 years, newer kind of artist, and this guy is named Lil Peep, and this is called Come Over When You're Sober. This is actually part 2, and this is his last album. This guy died of a drug overdose, and he was like 21 years old, and so this is a posthumous album. They still just kind of gathered stuff and kind of put it out, and it's on Columbia. And so I'm going to give give you guys my thoughts on this. And before we do so, don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share on this video, subscribe if you still haven't, and hit the notification bell for updates. Now that's out of the way, let's get into this. Now, I haven't really, listened to a lot of more recent hip hop, and, younger people give me things and or suggest things also, and so this was given to me to listen to and what my thoughts are. And so after listening to it, I found it was and just kind of hearing what this guy's story was. I just did a little background on who this guy was, and first of all, musically, it's just a chill vibe, and he doesn't really rap a lot of different, stories or anything. They're just pretty much, it's just hooks. It's just like a chorus being repeated over and over again. And that's catchy. And then he'll have like a couple of lines here and there, and then he'll just go back to the hook. He'll have sometimes an intro, like a guitar intro, and it's all very melancholy. And it's all very depressing. Now, this guy was a drug addict and died of an overdose. And everything that he speaks about is either negative, depressing, suicide, a very pessimistic outlook on life, and pretty much kind of just saying that the end is near and there's no end in sight, pretty much. It's not for everybody. I understand where this guy's coming from as a recovered drug and alcoholic. Listening to this kind of stuff, all the self-pity, the self-hatred, and everything like that, I could understand what battles he's going through, in a sense, and the demons that he's dealing with. For the most part, sort of just like blues music, you listen to something very depressing, but because you relate to it, it makes one feel good. You're not alone. And I think that's why blues is like a happy music in a sense, but it's also like, okay, what this guy is saying, I lost my job today. Yeah, I have too. You know what I mean? It's just, there's that connection. So I think he really kind of speaks to a certain kind of a group of people, in that sense. If you really delve into this stuff, it's just if you weren't a drug addict or an alcoholic or anything, it's just like what the perils that he's going through, how his relationships are just not really relationships. They're just people using each other and whatnot, and don't understand, they're emotionally unavailable in relationships and whatnot. And so even all the stuff that you could look at with someone having a record deal and being on a tour bus and this and that, it's really, those things don't mean anything at the end of the day. From what happened to this guy, there was something else that was missing. He did love music, is what I did a little background on him, and heard just like an interview with him, and it's really sad. But I'll get to some of the songs. I mean, I liked songs like I Don't Give a Fuck. That was a really good song. I liked the kind of the guitar intro on it. It was really cool. It sounded very reminiscent to like John Versante or something, you know. That was a good one. 16 lines of coke, and is what he's talking about. Fingers is good, and you know, for the most part, this is not something I would go to all the time. I could see like if I was actively a drug and alcoholic, and I just pushed everyone away and just wanted to be alone all the time and isolate and be in self-pity and self-hatred, this would be perfect. You know, this would be like the perfect album. um, but it's I would say it's a very honest album. This guy's obviously just, you know, just calling it what it is. And I think that is good, because it's not something to brag about for what, you know, the what he's saying. If even he is acknowledging that, you know, that, you know, how he's living and how he thinks is not, you know, he's not champ. It's not um, he's not glorifying it. So um, I would say it's worth a listen to. And I'm sure there's an audience for this. I mean, this guy was pretty popular, and it was you know, I would say it was an experience. You know, I'll give it that. As far as what his hip hop is going through right now, I guess it's considered emo rap, because everything kind of, you know, fusions after a while, you know, and you could hear all kinds of different things in this. And but the formula he uses is just like, that's the hook. And you know, his voice is not really, if I would describe his voice and the way his delivery is in some of the songs, I would say it's like um, Mr. Snuffleupagus, you know, the elephant in Sesame Street, like the woe is me guy. That is some of the way he sounds in this. You know, he's just kind of just down all the time. He's nodding off or something while he's recording, but you know. So those are my thoughts on this, on Lil Peep, and Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. And if, you know, if you have any suggestions of something that you want me to listen to, and you know, I'm really open to that. I want to know things that, you know, which is going around on right now, and you know, please share that in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button, you know, and share this video. And if you still haven't subscribed, please do so, and hit the notification bell for some updates. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.